This is the cheapest home workout that can build muscle. A lot of people are home now more than ever, and you wouldn't want to spend more money on a home gym if it wasn't a long-term solution, or if you want to save money and work out with what you have. Then the first thing to figure out is, what exercises can you do? To create your own personal home workout, you need to understand volume, intensity, and frequency. When it comes to volume for the main muscle groups, such as the chest, back, and legs, the literature suggests 10 to 12 weekly sets for hypertrophy. Then the maximum recoverable volume is about 25 sets a week. After those 25 sets, the hypertrophy starts to taper off and you get less and less gains the more sets you do weekly. And so that's covering volume. Working anywhere within 3 reps of failure is going to be enough for hypertrophy. And frequency, it's recommended that you hit each muscle group at least twice a week. If you do it once, that's not going to be efficient enough to hypertrophy, and so it'll just slow down your gains if you only go 1, 2, or 3 times a week per muscle group is going to be the most efficient way to train. So I think that push-ups are the best exercise for the chest because it targets the chest the best as a body weight exercise, and it's a pressing motion, so that's what the chest is primarily responsible for. And it also involves the anterior delt. It requires core stability so that you can keep that rigid form. And overall, if you can do perfect push-ups, you could grow your chest. So I think the pull-up is the best exercise for the upper back and upper lats. Now I understand most people don't have pull-up bars like I do in my basement, but you can simply use a support beam in your basement. If you have one of those metal support beams, you could get creative, and if you have a tree in your backyard and it has one of those relatively horizontal branches, you can use that. Alright, so split squats are very good quad exercise for the leg, especially bodyweight exercise, because it focuses a lot on the quad, and you can also get more glute activation as well, just depending on where you place your working leg. So if your leg is farther towards you than parallel, then the more quad it's going to be, because the closer your knee bends to your hamstring, which creates more flexion when you perform the exercise. And if you pull your working foot farther out, then it's going to be more glute dominant. So hip thrust is a fantastic glute exercise. You can either do it with weight or body weight, but if you're doing it with weight, you might want to use 2 feet, or you could do a single leg with weight. I just find it hard to balance, but you can also do single leg hip thrusts, which are also great. Remember to squeeze your glute every time you're all the way up. Hold it for a second or two, then go all the way down. So to grow your abs, because the abs are like any muscle, and so if you put them under tension and flexion and extension, they will grow eventually. And so the abs, and of course like calves, you want to do a lot of volume. But anyways, so the abs are responsible for spine flexion, so anything like a crunch or sit up is going to be great for building abs. You may be wondering, why am I on the floor? Well, I have a question for you. How many push-ups can you do consecutively in a row without putting your knees on the ground and keeping your arms planted. Let's call this a push-up contest. Now, my best in middle school was nothing to scoff at, but it was nothing good either. It was 45. But I think my current record now is 62. So, do you think I can get that? Do you think I can beat it? And put in the comments, what's your push-up record? Let's do this. Actually interested in is growing your arms, then this video over here will demonstrate how you can focus and best train your arms so that you can have bigger arms that will fill out your baggy t-shirts.